All right, we're back here at the Titan Coliseum. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The score is the Chuckers 17, the Raiders 5. Both teams coming into today's game 0-1 after losing to their opening opponents yesterday. And there is a 3 by Leah Clardy. So Leah Clardy gets her first points of the afternoon. And that's going to be saved. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Samantha Jessup almost loses. And they're going to get in a trouble. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And there is a foul on the Raiders. Samara Mahabadik on the foul. That's her second, team's 5th. Tara Chamberlain to shoot 2. Kira Hernandez checks in for the Chuckers. And I didn't see who came in for Alyssa Donaldson now in the game for the Raiders. And there's another turnover and a foul on 22, Tara Chamberlain. So that's going to be 4 fouls. I didn't see who the last foul was on for the Chuckers. I apologize, but I will get that information to you here in a second. So 24 is Brianna Kelly, who has the ball now. Gives it to Leah, who shot a 3 up. Gives it to Kennedy Hardy, who passes it back to Alyssa Donaldson, who scores the basket. 8-point lead here in the opening quarter for the Chuckers against the Raiders. 18-10. Minutes remaining in the first quarter. There's a rebound basket by Samantha Jessup after Kara Hernandez throws a shot up. Leah Clardy gives it in the basket, gives it inside to Kennedy Hardy, who lays it in. So back to an 8-point lead here. Macy Marcus, the long 3. Rebound. Raiders looking to Kennedy Hardy from Leah Clardy. So minute 40 remaining in the first quarter. It's back to a 6-point game. The Raiders coming back down by 15 or by 12. Jump ball possession to the Raiders. So a minute 22 remaining in the first quarter. The Raiders trail the Chuckers 14-20. We appreciate you tuning in and watching this game. And there's a foul on the Chuckers. Foul's going to be on number 24, Kate Jackman. On the Chuckers, Kate Jackson. Leah Clardy to shoot 2 for the Raiders. Misses the first. Lillian Kelly and Paige Vorwaller returns for the Chuckers. Clardy at the line to shoot 1 for the Raiders. And she misses both free throws. Kelly gets the board. Inside basket. And there is a rebound by Kira Hernandez. Deep 2 misses and off the hands of Paige Vorwaller. The ball stays with the Raiders. 46 and a half seconds remaining in the first quarter. Chuckers 22, Raiders 14. We hope you are having a happy Saturday and enjoying football or whatever you guys are doing out there. And Raiders come back with and she gets a Nero step. And the shot clock is turned off. And that's going to be a inside basket. Kiara Hernandez looks to get the ball in the hoop, but she gets fouled. And that foul is going to be on number 3, Selena Mayo. That's going to be her first. Kiara Hernandez at the line shooting 2 for the Chuckers. Misses the first. Substitutions on the court for the Raiders. Azalee Johnson, and 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 22-14 is the score. Raiders look to get the buzzer beater. Jump shot is missed by Brianna Kelly, and that's how we're going to end the first quarter. Raiders. Treasure Valley leads Raiders 22-14. Back here at Titan Coliseum, Treasure Valley leads the Raiders 22-14, and Treasure Valley has the ball to start the second quarter. There's a deep 3 by Kate Jackman, who opens up the second quarter for 3. And the Chuckers are going to get a foul on Kate Jackman. That's going to be her second, team's first, the second quarter. There's an inside basket by Paige Vorwaller. Takes the ball up herself and lays it in. There's a deep 3 by Selena Mayo. Timeout called by the Chuckers. 30-second timeout.
30-second call by Treasure Valley.
Chuckers ball to start the second quarter. 10-point lead for the Chuckers. Inside basket, Paige Vorwaller. Chuckers foul number 30, Samantha Jessup. That's going to be her first, team's second. Ruby Dubai at the line to shoot 2 for the Raiders. Makes the first of 2.
Ruby W at the line. Foul is called on
Makes both free throws, back to a 10-point lead for the Chuckers. Samantha Jessup gets the rebound, and she'll get fouled.
Foul is called on Mayo.
Selena Mayo.
Her second personal, Jessup at the line, shooting 2.
Her second for Selena Mayo. Jessup at the line shooting 2.
Checking in for the Raiders, 15, Kennedy Hart.
Kennedy Hardy returns for the Raiders. Makes both free throws, back to a 12-point game. An inside basket by number 4, Azalea Johnson. Timeout, Chuckers. Full time out. Raider foul number 4, Azalea Johnson. That is her first. Ball stays with the Chuckers underneath. Ball is going to go to the Raiders. Raider. Dobby's on the foul. That's going to be her first. Team's third. And they're going to get Dominique Hudson on the foul. That's going to be her first. Team's fourth. And Hudson is going to go to the line, and that's going to be Lillian Kelly's first foul. Hudson at the line to shoot 2 for the Raiders. Makes both. Selena Mayo checks back in for the Raiders. 7 minutes played here. 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 31-23, the Chuckers lead the Raiders. That's an inside basket for the Chuckers. Back to a 10-point lead. And the ball is going to stay with the Raiders. Rebound basket. Johnson was at the line shooting 2 for the Raiders. There's an inside basket by Samantha Jessup, who gets the rebound. Rebound by the Raiders. Raiders passing it up top, one-on-one. And Kelly will get the steal. And that's going to be a turnover for the Chuckers. She looks up. Rebound by 15, and 15 is Kennedy Hardy, who's going to go to the line. Paige Vorwaller is going to be on the foul. That's going to be her third. Kennedy Hardy at the line shooting 2 for the Raiders. And for the Chuckers, Macy Marcus and Michaela Dice checking in for the Chuckers. 33-25, 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. The Chuckers have an 8-point lead on the Raiders. Ball goes to the Raiders. Kira Hernandez returns for the Chuckers. Chuckers are getting in foul trouble. Kira Hernandez on the foul. That's her first. Kennedy Hardy at the line, shooting 2 for the Raiders. Makes the first of 2. There's another turnover by the Chuckers. The Raiders running up the court. Rebound by Macy Marcus. Macy Marcus takes it to the side. She's going to take it herself. Misses a 3. Rebound 5. That was Michaela Dice who rebounded the ball but missed it. Raiders take the ball up. Looks at a deep 3. Rebound diced. No shot, traveling violation. And Raiders have 3 substitutions checking in. And in for the Chuckers, Tierra Chamberlain. Ball stays with the Chuckers. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Down to 5. Raiders bring up the ball. Looking to cut this down to a 2-point lead. And there's an outside 3, fakes it, jump shot is good by Selena Mayo. And the Raiders have come back down from a 10-point to a 2-point lead. 33-31 in the second quarter. Coming in for the Chuckers is Paige Forwaller, and number 15, Kennedy Hardy, is back on the court for the Raiders. 22 seconds on the shot clock, 2:50 remaining in the second quarter. Chuckers with the ball. Macy Marcus, inside basket, rebound. Raiders. Kelly with the rebound. Kelly passes up to Hardy. Looks. There's a nice block inside by Kelly. Ball's going to stay with the Raiders. 11 seconds on the shot clock for the Raiders. They're going to give it to Brianna Kelly, and she is going to get fouled. And Macy Marcus is going to get the foul. That's going to be her first. Kelly at the line to shoot 2 for the Raiders. Makes the first of 2. Raiders looking to tie the game after coming back down from a 10-point lead to make it a tie game. And she misses the second, but gets the offensive rebound by Clardy. Illegal screen is called on Samara Mehmodovic. That's going to be her first, and the ball is going to go back to the Chuckers. Chuckers pass it to Kelly. Kelly looking for someone to get open. She still has the ball. Closely guarded is Kelly. Now she gives it up. Now she gives it back to a 4-point lead for the Chuckers. Minute and a half remaining in the second quarter. Treasure Valley leads the Raiders 36-32. And a traveling violation turns the ball over back to the Chuckers. 1 minute 25, $1.25 left on the clock. Kelly gets the ball. She dribbles it up the court. One-on-one pressure. She gives it to Jackman. Jackman gives it back to Macy. Macy shoots it. Rebound Raiders. Clardy inside. Leah Clardy gets it swatted. And the Raiders foul is going to be on number 22. That's going to be her second. And I believe this is Clardy. Leah Clardy at the line to shoot 2 for the Raiders. Michaela Coates checks back in for the Raiders. Misses them both. Rebounds the ball. Chamberlain gives it to Jackman. Jackman back to Kelly. Kelly shoots it up. Misses. Rebound. Raiders. Under a minute remaining in the second quarter. Raiders. Traveling violation on the Raiders. That's another turnover. Dominique Hudson checks back in for the Raiders. 48.8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One-on-one pressure by Hudson against Kelly. Kelly gets around Hudson. Kelly drives in the lane. Kelly passes it to Vorwaller. Vorwaller backs her down and scores it. And an offensive foul is called against the Raiders. And that's going to be on Kennedy Hardy. That's going to be her second. Hudson against Kelly. Kelly goes around the back, goes one way, makes her go the other way. Kelly, she's going to drive it herself. Kelly to Vorwaller. Vorwaller rebounds, puts it back, and just like that, the Chuckers have an 8-point lead. 8 seconds remaining on the clock. No whistle there. There's a block, and now there's a whistle. Paige Vorwaller is going to get the foul called on her. That's going to be her third. And at the line for the Raiders is Michelle Coates. Samantha Jessup returns for the Chuckers.
Jessup checks back in for the Chuckers.
5 seconds remaining in the second. Misses the second. They're going to try and get the buzzer beater. She looks up to Kelly, and that's how that's how the second quarter is going to end. The Chuckers lead the Raiders 40-32. Halftime score. The second half will begin in 15 minutes. You've been listening to Grant Sams on YouTube. Hope you will join us for the rest of the game. So coming up at the 6 o'clock game, it's going to be the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain and the Titans of LCC. The Titans are going to be the visiting team, and the Timberwolves are going to be the home team, but the Titans will be sitting on the home bench for the next game. So halftime score here at Titan Coliseum, the Chuckers lead the Raiders 40-32.
I am. Back in high school, I used to bust into the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did have a stand, I was still out there, happy out.
Hello. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for second half action between the Raiders of Pierce College and the Chuckers of Treasure Valley Community College. First half stats. Leading scorer for the Raiders, Kennedy Harding with 8. Leah Clarity led all rebounders for Pierce with 4. Leading scorer for Treasure Valley, Paige Moorballer, 12 points. Boards.
All right, so both teams are coming back out on the court now. Second half of basketball getting ready to start here. Chuckers lead the Raiders 40-32. Chuckers put 2 points on the board. There's a deep three from Vorwaller. Rebound Raiders. There's a turnover for the Raiders. Kick violation. Ball stays with the Chuckers. There's a 3 by Macy. And ball stays with goes to Chuckers lead the Raiders 40 to 34. And there's a steal and a foul against the Chuckers. Tara Chamberlain on the foul. That's her third, team's first of the second half. Inside basket by number 10, Kylene Williams-Kennedy, who drives in the lane. There's Macy Marcus for 3. Macy Marcus for 3. 43-36 the score. Played a minute here in the third quarter. Coming up next, it's going to be the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain and the Titans of LCC. Timeout called by the Raiders. 30-second timeout. .28 remaining in the third quarter. 43-36 the score. There's a deep 3 in and out. Gets the rebound, pulls up, misses. Chuckers get the ball. Macy Marcus looks, no pass. Jump ball possession stays with the Chuckers. Passes inside. Macy Marcus shoots it, misses. Rebound by the Raiders. Jump shot is good by Williams. Rebound basket. Can't finish. Macy Marcus, 3 off the left side. Ruby for 3, misses. Tara Chamberlain drives in, and she will get the easy 2. Gabe Fuentes taking his team for the lead. 47-38 the score here at the Titan Coliseum, and there's a turnaround by Williams. Williams gets the turnaround for the 2 points. There's a rebound basket. Macy Marcus inside to Tara Chamberlain. Tara Chamberlain scores it. (49-40) the score here at the Titan Coliseum. Rebound basket in and out. And it looks like Paige Vorwaller is going to go to the line for two. That last was on Tatiana Sparks. That's her third.
Foul's called on Tatiana Sparks. Paige Vorwaller at the line.
Samantha Jessup, Mackenzie McCombs, and Kate Jackman check in for the Chuckers. Rebound basket, Paige Vorwaller. Jump. Oh no, it's gonna be a foul on Paige Vorwaller. That's her fourth. There's McCombs, drives in. Her first time being on the court. Rebound. Vorwaller. Checking in for the Checkers is Mariah Dugan. Five minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Chuckers lead the Raiders 52-40. And an offensive foul is called on the Raiders. Ruby Dubai on the offensive foul. That is her second, team's third. There's a nice shot by Mariah Dugan with two players all over her, and the score is a 14 lead for the Chuckers. Inside. So 4:14 remaining in the third quarter. The Checkers 54, the Raiders 40. Checking in for the Raiders, Brianna Kelly.
Brianna Kelly checks in for the Raiders.
Inside basket is off. Rebound, Raiders. 4 minutes to go here in the third. There's an inside pass to Samara Bodovic. Back to a 12-point lead. Macy Marcus takes the ball herself. Rebound, Samantha Jessup. Whistle away from the ball. Samara on the foul. That is her fourth. Macy Marcus at the line to shoot two for the Chuckers. And checking in for the Raiders is 30, Alyssa Donaldson. Misses the second rebound by the Raiders. Raiders take the ball up the court. Raiders dribbling around one side, making her go the other. Tight defense on the Raiders. There's Macy Marcus who saves it, and 10 seconds on the shot clock. No carry call. Ball gets turned over by the Raiders. Inside, Mackenzie McCombs. Rebound, Samantha Jessup. Ball goes out of bounds to the Raiders. 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. 55-42 the score. Selena Mayo takes the ball up. Thought about a three. And another turnover for the Raiders. Kelly checks back in, and Tara Chamberlain checks back in for the Chuckers. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The score is 55-42. To the Raiders. Ball is turned over to the Chuckers. Jump ball possession goes to the Raiders. Great officiating crew here for this game as well. Coming up next, it's the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain versus the hosts, the Titans of LCC. So stay tuned for that game. That should be a good matchup between those two teams. And if you haven't checked out my channel yet, go to Grant Sam's, and that's the second one below the Harlem Globetrotters, and that ball is going to stay with the Raiders. I'm going to live broadcast the home games for the Titans, and in for the Raiders, Leah Clardy and Ruby Dubai check in for the Chuckers, Macy Marcus. So we got 2:11 remaining in the third quarter. The Chuckers lead the Raiders 55-42. There's a missed basket, rebound by Chamberlain. Chamberlain carries the ball up to McCombs. McCombs loses it, and it goes off her knee. Goes off her knee, and it goes to the Raiders. So about 1:55 remaining in the third quarter. 55-42 is the score here of the Day 2 Titan Classic of the second game against the Raiders of Pierce College and the Chuckers of Community College. And there's a nice lay-in put back by the Raiders. And that was on that last basket was made by Ruby DeBuckers. She hits the first of two. Tatiana Sparks checks in, and Azalea Johnson checks back in for the Raiders. Misses a second. Rebound, Kelly. And to Samantha. Samantha goes up, gets the ball swatted out of her hands. Chamberlain gets the ball, and there's Kelly inside. Samantha Jessup gets the rebound, and she gets fouled on her way up. Ruby Dubai on the foul. That's her fourth. Samantha Jessup at the line to shoot 2 for the Chuckers. Makes the first. And for the Raiders, Selena Mayo. So coming up after this game, it's going to be the Blue Mountain Timberwolves and your Lane Titans. So the score is the Chuckers 58, the Raiders 44. There's a foul. Mariah Dugan on the foul. That's her fourth. Team's third for the Chuckers. Raiders keep possession. There's a 3-ball, misses. Rebound, basket by the Raiders. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. We still have 1 quarter left to play here at Titan Coliseum. There's a pass up to Macy Marcus. Macy Marcus. Timeout is called by the Chuckers. And Gabe Fuentes is going to change his mind about the timeout, and the ball is going to stay with the Chuckers. So 49.3 seconds remaining. There's an inside pass from Samantha Jessup to Mackenzie McCombs, and that ball is going to stay with the Raiders.
Appreciate that. I'll give you time.
43.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 58-44 the score. Chuckers leading the Raiders. Both teams come into this game 0-1. There's Macy Marcus from the right side, left wing. Rebound, Samantha Jessup. Samantha Jessup with the board and the putback. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. A 16-point lead for the Chuckers over the Raiders. And a foul at the other end of the court. Tara Chamberlain on the foul. That's going to be her fourth. Kaylin Williams Kennedy at the line shooting 2. Kennedy Hardy at the line shooting 2. Correction on that. That was Kennedy Hardy. Macy Marcus is looking inside, and she's going to take it to the hoop, and she is going to get fouled. Raiders foul number 15, Kennedy Hardy. That's her third. Macy Marcus at the line 2 for the Chuckers. Makes a first. Kate Jackman returns for the Chuckers. Macy Marcus shooting 2 and nails the second. 62-44, 10 seconds in the third quarter. Defense is being held tight, and that is going to be an illegal screen on the Raiders, and that's going to be Kennedy Hardy, and that's going to be her fourth foul of the third quarter. So there's and foul trouble for both teams. There's Macy Marcus looking to end it, and the end of the third quarter, the Chuckers 62, the Raiders 44. The final quarter will tip up in 1 minute. Stay tuned for the final quarter. The last game here at Titan Coliseum for tonight is going to be between the Titans of LCC and the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain. That game is going to be, the Titans are going to be the visiting team, but they're going to sit in their home bench where they usually play, and the home team, the Blue Mountains, is going to sit on the other side, but they will be the home team. So if you're watching at home, I appreciate you sticking around with me. I will not be here to broadcast the last game. I will be here to broadcast the last game, but only about for an hour and a half, and then I'm going to go home. But I will be back here. Come back with me on November the 29th when your Titans take on Simpson. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock on Tuesday, November the 29th, or Thursday, November the 29th. So here we go, the final quarter play set to go off. 62-44 is the score. The Chuckers lead the Raiders. Tomorrow is going to be the final day of this classic, and there's Macy Marcus, who opens the quarter with a 21-point lead for the Chuckers. There's an inside basket to Tatiana Sparks. The foul and the bucket. Lillian Kelly on the foul. That's her second. Sparks at the line to shoot one. And off the friendly bounce, gets the 3-point play to make it an 18-point lead. So just like that. And Tatiana Sparks is going to be on the foul. That's going to be her fourth, team's first of the fourth quarter. Samantha Jessup, Lillian Kelly, Kate Jackman, and Macy Marcus on the court for the Chuckers. Kennedy, Sparks, Mayo, and Johnson, and Grant on the court for the Raiders. That's going to be a foul and a basket. Foul's going to be on number 10. Kylene Williams Kennedy at the line shooting one is Mariah Dugan for the Chuckers. Misses the 3-point play, but is still a 20-point lead for the Chuckers. 9 minutes gone to go in the game, and there's a foul on Kate Jackman. That's going to be her third. Kaylin Williams Kennedy at the line shooting two for the Raiders. Makes the first. 67-48 the score here at Titan Coliseum. Misses a second. Raiders. Rebound inside again by the Raiders. And that is going to be Tatiana Sparks. Or no, correction, that's going to be DeAndre Grant who gets the rebound and the putback. So a 20 or a 17-point lead. Jessup gets the rebound. Mariah Dugan puts up the wild shot. Rebound by the Raiders. Samantha Jessup gets the board, or gets the steal. 67-50 the score. Almost 2.5 minutes played here. There is Marcus to Jessup. Jessup can't get it the second time, nor the third. Turnover by the Chuckers to the Raiders. And there it is, DeAndre Grant again, inside basket. Samantha Jessup, saved by Vorwaller, or Chamberlain. Jackman gets the save. timeout by
Treasure Valley.
the Chuckers. This is going to be a full timeout. Appreciate you hanging out with me on November the 17th here at Titan Coliseum. This month and year is going by so fast. I don't know what happened. It just felt like yesterday was the start of 2018. But you know, there's more basketball to come. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be Lynn Benton and Treasure Valley. The second game 8, it's going to be Pierce and Blue Mountain. And to end the Titan Classic, it's going to be the Titans and Centralia. So those 3 more games tomorrow, and the Blue Mountain Timberwolves are going to be taking on the Titans tonight at 6 o'clock. But there again, I will be broadcasting that one as well until 6:30, and then I'm going to end the broadcast. And then I'll be back here with my buddy Cameron. Will be back here with me on November the 29th against Simpson. So 7:54 remaining in the game. 67-52 the score. Ball stays with the Chuckers. Raiders playing tight defense. There's Mariah Dugan. Mariah Dugan takes it in, and she's going to bank it off the glass. Back to a 17-point lead. Chuckers playing tight defense on the Raiders. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Williams in to DeAndre Grant. Grant to Tatiana Sparks. Rebound. Rebound was Williams, but her foot's on the line. It's going to be a turnover for the Raiders. Raider foul number 10, Kayleen Williams Kennedy. That is her second, team's third. Ball stays with the Chuckers. Turnover by the Chuckers. Takes it all the way in, and she's going to get caught with a travel. So at the end of this game, the Raiders are going to go with day 2, 0-2, and the Chuckers are going to go into tomorrow 1-1. We saw earlier Lynn Benton taking on the Trailblazers. Trailblazers came back and won 62-54, and there's an inside by Mariah Dugan, and she's going to count the bucket. Fouls on DeAndre Grant. That is her second. And for
the Chuckers, 22,
Tara Chamberlain returns. Leah Clardy returns for the Raiders, as well as Tara Chamberlain for the Chuckers. Dugan at the line to shoot one. Misses the three-point play. The Timberwolves, or the Roadrunners and the Trailblazers played the first game, and that went into overtime, and the Trailblazers ended up winning 62-54 over the Roadrunners. So that was an exciting game to see. At halftime of the first game, it was 20-29. Led, and then the Roadrunners came back from behind. There's a foul, number 20, Leah Gardy. That's her first. Macy Marcus at the line to shoot 2 for the Chuckers. 72-54 the score. Makes both free throws. 19-point lead for the Chuckers. There's a fake pass An inside lay-in by Ruby Dubai. Inside basket, outside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets the board and loses control, and the ball goes to the Raiders. Inside pass to Samara, or to Sparks, and she gets the ball knocked away. Or to Grant, I can't tell. She gets the ball knocked away, and the ball stays with the Raiders. Five-second violation. Ball goes to the Chuckers. Back in for the Chuckers, Paige Vorwaller. 73-56 the score. 5:50 remaining in the game. Kelly dribbles it out to Macy Marcus. Macy fires a three. Rebound by Vorwaller. Carry violation. Ball goes back to the Chuckers. Checking in for the Raiders is number 5, Michelle Marcotes. There's a nice pass to Paige Vorwaller for Mariah Dugan. And another turnover for the Raiders. 5 minutes here left in the game, and that ball is going to be turned over to the Raiders. 75-56 the score. Dominique Hudson also is on the court for the Raiders. Both these teams came in yesterday looking for a win. They both lost their opening game against their opponents. Pierce lost to Lynn Benton, and the Chuckers lost to LCC last night in the final game of day 1. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Paige Vorwaller is 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Samara Modovic checks back in for the Raiders. Paige Vorwaller gets the ball inside, misses with 3 players all over her, and Hudson passes it up. There's a 3 way to the left side. Michelle Coates was on the 3, but it was way left. Turns for the Raiders. 4 minutes left in the game. 75-58 the score. Chuckers lead the Raiders. Ball goes to the Raiders. Raiders looking to move out the ball with the deep pressure by the Chuckers. There's the Raiders looking for someone to get open. There's a 3. There's a deep 3 by number 3, Selena Mayo. It's back to a 14-point lead for the Chuckers. Kelly looking inside, and she takes it herself. Paige Vorwaller loses a rebound, loses a ball, and the ball will be turned back over to the Raiders. Checking back in is Colleen Williams-Kennedy. Gabe Fuentes not liking the no foul call on that. And an offensive foul is called on the Raiders. That's going to be on Kayleen Williams-Kennedy. That's going to be her third. Samantha Jessup returns for the Chuckers. Tara Chamberlain needed someone to come back. Kelly comes back, and Kelly gets ran over by Williams-Kennedy. That's going to be her fourth. Timeout called by the Raiders. 30-second timeout. 14-point lead for the Chuckers here in the game. The next game here at the Titan Coliseum will be the LCC Titans taking on the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain. That game is scheduled for 6 o'clock tip-off, but since our first game went into overtime, we are a little bit behind schedule, but that is okay because we'll get back on the schedule. So 3:08 remaining in the game, 75-61 the score, and Lillian Kelly at the line to shoot 2 for the Chuckers. Makes the first of 2. Back to a 17-point lead, 15-point lead, if I can do my math right. And makes it misses. Samantha Jessup on the offensive rebound. Back to Mariah D. And Tara Chamberlain gets the ball inside of Vorwaller, and Vorwaller is going to get the offensive foul called on her. That's going to be her 5th foul, and Macy Marcus will check back in for the Chuckers. So 2:56 remaining in the game, 76-61 the score. The Chuckers lead the Raiders. Kennedy Williams hits the 3 rebound, and that is going to be a for the Raiders. 7.5 minutes played here in the fourth quarter. Lillian Kelly gets the ball up the court. She's been cold tonight. Macy Marcus has most of the points. Kelly has some of the rebounds as well. There's another turnover for the Chuckers. 2 minutes remaining in the game here at Titan Coliseum. The next game will tip off in 20 minutes right after this game. There's an offensive rebound, but it's missed, but it's also controlled back by the Raiders. There's Williams inside. Williams can't get it either. There's a rebound, struggling for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Raiders. So 1:45 remaining in the game. 76-61 is the score. And here comes the Chuckers. Samantha Jessup gives it off to Lillian Kelly. Gives it back to Mariah Dugan, to Tara Chamberlain. Tara trying to figure out what to do with the ball. Tara gives it to Lillian Kelly. Kelly hits the 3. That's going to be an assist by Tara Chamberlain. 79-61 the score. Kelly drives in, can't get nothing, no whistle. Macy Marcus drives the ball up. Gives it to Mariah. Gives it back to Chamberlain. Gives it back to Mariah. 1 minute remaining in the game. And the ball is going to stay with Chuckers. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And Raiders are going to have some substitutions. Coates, Kelly, Clardy, Sparks, and Johnson on the court for the Raiders. 5 on the shot clock. Mariah to Samantha Jessup, and Jessup is, and a travel is called on the Raiders. So 44.7 remaining in the game, 81-61. Chuckers lead the Raiders. Inbound pass to Samantha Jessup, and she gets swatted again by Tatiana Sparks. 30 seconds remaining in the game. I think Gabe is going to have them play one shot or keep swinging the ball. 15 on the shot clock. There's Macy Marcus, drives in. Samantha get the board, and the ball is going to stay with the Raiders. 10 seconds remaining in the game. 81-61 the score. Raiders are going to go into tomorrow 0-2, and the Chuckers are going to go into tomorrow 1-1. There's a deep rebound, and that is going to do it. The final, the Chuckers 81, the Raiders 61.
Our final game here at day 2 of the Titan Classic will tip up in 20 minutes.
Say something good about the refs on the way out.
Good job, refs. The final game coming up here at Titan Coliseum is going to be the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain and the Titans of LCC. The tip-off is coming up in 20 minutes. Stay tuned.
That's all you.
So, for the final game of the evening, the starters are going to look like this for the visiting Titans. Out of Oregon City, Oregon, Kylie Gilsdorf. A sophomore out of Hillsboro, Oregon, Megan Still. Out of Camas, Washington, a sophomore, Emma Jones. Out of Mercer Island, Washington, Alani Talamovo Calderon. And a freshman out of Medford, Oregon, Megan Fossen. The head coach for the Titans is Greg Sheely. And the lineup for the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain, a 5'5" sophomore out of Athena, Oregon, Emery Bronchuer. A 5'9" sophomore out of Edmonds, Washington, number 5, Chloe Morrison. Out of Banks, Oregon, number 11, Carly Drillinger. And from Hermiston, Oregon, a 5'7" freshman, number 20, Aaliyah Manoz. And a 5'11" freshman from Prosser, Washington, number 22, Brooke Wheeler. So, and the head coach for the Timberwolves is Adam Driver. So those are the starting lineups for the Titans and the Blue Mountain Timberwolves. This game is going to tip off in 11 and a half minutes, but I will not be here to broadcast live the game. Then I'll be at home watching the game on live. But if you want to tune in on Tuesday the 20th, my friend and I will be here for the women's game as they tip off against Simpson at 7 o'clock. That game is scheduled for 7 o'clock p.m. here at the Titan Coliseum on November the 29th. So the Blue Mountain Timberwolves and the Titans come in to tonight's game 1-0. Blue Mountain defeated the Trailblazers last night, and the Trailblazers came into today hoping they would get a win, and they beat the Roadrunners by a score of 62-54. So it was a comeback. So get this. The Roadrunners were down at halftime 29-20. They came back and tied the game at 49-49. Then they went ahead in overtime 51-59 or 51-49. The Trailblazers tied it at 51 apiece. Then the Trailblazers never looked back, and they came out on top 62-54 over the Roadrunners. So going into tomorrow, the Roadrunners will play the Chuckers, looking to end their 3-day tournament with a record of 2-1. The Raiders are looking to end their record of 1-2. The Chuckers beat the Raiders 99-61 was the final score here at Titan Coliseum. So tomorrow the matchups are Ben Benton versus Treasure Valley at 10 o'clock a.m. Then at 12 it's the Raiders versus the Timberwolves. And then at 2, it's the Titans versus the Trailblazers. The Titans had not played the Roadrunners because they're in the same league. So tip-off for the Lane Titans and the Blue Mountain Timberwolves is going to start in exactly 8 minutes. So stay tuned for that game. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying your Saturday. And in about an hour is going to be the football game between Oregon Ducks and Arizona State. So if you are a Duck fan, get ready because it is the final home game of the 2018 season for Oregon. And if you want to watch more basketball at Matthew Knight Arena at 2 o'clock, the Oregon Ducks are going to play against Buffalo. The Oregon women play against Buffalo. That is tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Matthew Knight Arena. So if you want to watch more basketball, come here to Titan Coliseum or go to Matthew Knight Arena. I've had a pleasure talking to Kelly Graves last night, and they were in Alaska the other day, and the temperature over there was -5 degrees, and the highest was 10. So it was cold. So it's the Lane Titans versus the Trailblazers or the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain. The Titans will take on the Trailblazers tomorrow at 2 o'clock. The first game went into overtime this afternoon. The Roadrunners against the Trailblazers. That was a fun game to watch and commentate on. My voice is drying up, so I'm going to take a break and come back November the 29th when the Titans take on Simpson. So once again, here are the starters for both teams. They're going to start. Titans are going to start with a 5'5" sophomore or a 5'9" freshman out of Oregon City, Oregon, Kylie Gilsdorf, and a 5'9" sophomore out of Hillsville, Oregon, number 13, Megan Still, and a 5'10" sophomore out of Camas, Washington, number 21, Emma Jones, and the head coach for them is Greg Sheely. And for the Timberwolves, head coach is Adam Driver, a 5'5" sophomore from Athena, Oregon, Emery Bronshore, and from Edmonds, Washington, sophomore number 5, Chloe Morrison. A 5'9" sophomore from Banks, Oregon, is Carly Drillinger. A 5'7" freshman out of Hermiston, Oregon, is number 20, Aaliyah Munoz. And a 5'11" freshman out of Crozier, Washington, number 22, Brooke Wheeler. So once again, those are the starting lineups for both the Timberwolves and your Titans. The Timberwolves are going to go in their home white uniform and white shorts tonight, and the Titans are going to go in their away blue shorts and jersey tonight, since Titans are going to be the away team. So the tip-off is going to happen in about 3 minutes, so stay tuned for the tip-off between the Wolves and the Titans of LCC. I want to thank you for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. My name is Grant Sams, and I will be commentating part of this game between the Timberwolves and the Titans. So if you are interested in listening to commentary, if you like listening to commentary, my channel is on YouTube, so look under Grant Sams for my channel, and I am the second letter G underneath first. It's not the first one, it's the second. So if you want to subscribe over to my channel, I will be broadcasting most of the men's basketball games and the women's. So if you want to tune in and listen to me broadcast the games, feel free to. But I will, like I said, I'll be broadcasting most of the women's game and the men's game. This coming up Tuesday, the men will take on Pacific JV, but I will not be commentating on that game because I will be reffing myself at Sheldon High School for a scrimmage. So if you want to tune in to watch that game, it's going to be live on YouTube, but there will be no commentating. Brent and I, the athletic director here, myself, have been talking about this for a while, and I've been told that there's two people that came in and is doing what I'm doing, and one of them is actually commentating for the Orlando Magic now. So I'm hoping that this goes somewhere, and so if you want to listen to me broadcast, you're more than welcome to. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me as I do this, my first time doing this, so bear with me. So in about a minute and a half, it's going to be tip-off between the Wolves and the Titans. As I look at these rosters, there's 5. The Titans have a 6-foot freshman, and that's Alani Talamovo Calderon, who last night played really hard. And Amanda Toby, I want to talk about her for a second. Amanda Toby is a sophomore this year. She redshirted last year because she had knee surgeries and she didn't want to play, or she couldn't play. So she redshirted last year, and she wanted to play this year. So this is her last year for basketball. And then Megan Briggs, who's also a sophomore, got done with volleyball yesterday. She plays for LCC as well for volleyball and basketball. So those two girls came on the court last night and showed Chuckers what they showed them. And so at the set of the buzzer, the court announcer is gonna welcome everybody here to the Titan Coliseum for Game 3 of Day 2. And so let's get it rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Titan Coliseum for this year's Titan Classic. On behalf of Athletic Director and Head Women's Basketball Coach Greg Shealy, we'd like to welcome you to tonight's matchup between the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain Community College and your LCC Titans. Our starting lineup: first, the Timberwolves, starting the 5'5" sophomore from Athena, Oregon, number 3, Amaray Broncho.
Amaray Broncho from Athena, Oregon.
Number 5, Chloe Morrison.
Chloe Morrison, a 5'9" sophomore out of Edmonds, Washington. Carly Grillinger from Banks, Oregon.
Number 20, Aaliyah Munoz.
Aaliyah Munoz, and Brooke Wheeler from Prosser, Washington. And here are your Titans. Kylie Gilsdorf from Oregon City, Oregon. And from Hillsboro, Oregon, Megan Steele. From Camas, Washington, Emma Jones. And from Mercer Island, Washington, Alani Talamovo Calderon. And from Medford, Oregon, Megan Finn. Head coach is Greg Shealy.
By Adam Trevor
So here we go. We're about to tip things off between the Titans of LCC and the Timberwolves of Blue Mountain. So until my parents get here, I will be broadcasting this game. So if you want to tune over and listen to me commentate, if you're at home and watching this game and it's not working, tune over and listen to me commentate. Here we go. It's going to be Brooke Wheeler from Blue Mountain and Megan Fossen from LCC tipping things off against each other. Here we go. Mountain Timberwolves. Game 3 or game 6. And first whistle. And a foul is on Alani Calderon. That is her first, team's first. Titans looking to tighten things up on defense. And there's a steal by Megan Still. Megan drives the ball up. Gives it off to Kylie Gilsdorf. Inside Megan Fossen. Megan Fossen is going to go to the line and shoot 2 for the Titans. Brooke Wheeler on the foul. That is her first, team's first. Megan Fossen at the line to shoot 2 for the Titans. Makes 1 of 2 at the line. Greg Sheely coaching up his team. He's a very good coach, very busy coach and a director as well. Megan Fossen makes both free throws. 2-0, just getting started here at Titan Coliseum for Game 6. There's a deep rebound by Kylie. Kylie takes the ball up herself. Kylie goes in. Kylie Gilsdorf drives in. Kylie Gilsdorf just takes the ball herself and says, "Let me have it." Tight defense, double teaming, and a traveling violation. Ball to the Titans. Checking in for the Titans, number 3, Kalani Rojas. She'll replace Megan Fossen. So just getting started here in the first quarter between the Titans and the Timberwolves. 4-0 is the score. Rojas to Gilsdorf. Back to Calderon, and Titans are going to lose the ball on a turnover. Assistant coaches is Jeff Wingate, Susan Smith, Jack Graves, and Connor DeBan. The assistant coaches for Greg Sheely and Kylie Gilsdorf inside basket. Off this on a 6-0 run. Timeout by the Timberwolves. 30-second timeout. So going back on the assistant coaches for the Titans. Jeff Wingate, Susan Smith, and Jack Graves, and Connor DeBan. Jack Graves is Kelly Graves' oldest son, and this is his second year, I believe, with the Titans as a coaching staff. So 8:02 remaining in the first quarter, 6-0 the score. Titans have a 6-0 lead on the Timberwolves, and there's another turnover for the Timberwolves. Calderon passes it inside to Rojas. Rojas had the ball and got it taken away. Here comes the Timberwolves. Bonjour inside to Munoz. And Munoz gets it from Wheeler. So Munoz to Wheeler for the first 2 points for the Timberwolves. That shot was off by Megan Still, and the ball will stick with the Titans. Wanting to keep saying the Raiders, but the Raiders played earlier. So Rojas to Still off the three. Calderon gets the rebound and can't put it back. Rebound, Wheeler. And the ball is going to stay with the Timberwolves. Wheeler gets the pass in. She's going to take it. And Rojas on the rebound. Rojas to Jones. Jones back to Calderon. Calderon looks inside to Rojas. Rojas backs her down. Rojas can't get the hoop. And the ball is going to be turned over to the Timberwolves. Checking in for the Titans, Maya India Thomas for Megan Still. Ball goes to the Timberwolves. 3 minutes played here in the first quarter. 6-2 the score. Checking in, back in for the Titans, Megan Fossen. Replacing Calderon. 7 seconds for the Timberwolves on the shot clock. Reset that shot clock to 15 seconds. Jump shot, rebound, Munoz. Munoz gets it to go. Morrison off the jump shot, and Munoz gets the lay-in. 6-4. Megan Fossen, inside basket, Megan Fossen. Greg Shiley not very happy with his team right now as Morrison throws up as Bronzer throws up a shot. Gilsdorf into Megan Fossen. Megan Fossen can't get it. 2 players on her. Rebound Timberwolves. Chloe Morrison dribbles around. Titans trying to get the ball away. Munoz gives it off to Bronzer. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And she gets it in with 2 seconds left. Jones gives it away. Megan Still and Megan Briggs checks in for the Titans. Drillinger gives it off to Wheeler. Wheeler deep 3. Megan Briggs gets the rebound. Gives it off to Thomas. Thomas hits the 3. She's short. Rebound Wolves. 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. 8-6. Timberwolves are not going to lay down easy for the Titans. Both teams are 1-0. Inside basket, Megan Briggs on the rebound. Gilsdorf gets the ball. Gives it to Megan. Megan back to Gil. Megan still for three. Got it! Gilsdorf on the assist. 11-6 the score here at Titan Coliseum. Illegal screen on Mariah Baron-Jork. And checking back in for the Titans is Emma Jones. And Megan Fossen goes in and gets denied. That is Jeff Wingate, the assistant coach for the Titans, yelling out plays. Megan Briggs gets the ball to Emma Fossen. Megan Briggs gets the ball inside for Megan Briggs, turns around and got it for two. Megan Briggs, her first 2 points from Megan Still. 7-point lead for the Titans. Inside Bass and Iv. And the ball stays with the Wolves. 11 seconds on the shot clock. And the hoop is inside to Brooke Wheeler. She is fouled. And the basket, the foul's on Megan Briggs. That is her first, team's second. And for the Titans, replacing Megan Briggs is Kylie Gilsdorf. And Wheeler at the line to shoot one for Wolves. And she air mails it and misses it, the 3-point play. Kylie Gilsdorf up ahead, looks. Maya Thomas, three, got it from Gilsdorf. You just heard the announcer there say MIT Maya India Thomas for three from Kylie Gilsdorf. And there's a lot of pressure. A whistle and a foul on the Titans on Megan Still. That's her first, team's third. Ball stays with the Timberwolves. Fresh shot clock for the Team Wolves. And a steal by Maya Thomas. Maya inside, all alone. Kylie Gilsdorf puts it back. Time out. Wolves, a 10-point lead for the Titans. Full timeout.
Full timeout call by Blue Mountain.
Tim call a timeout here with 2:27 remaining in the first quarter. The Titans lead 18-8 in this first quarter. Turnover by the Titans. Kylie Rojas getting ready to check back in for the Titans. Tight defense. Inside basket by Katie Scramstad, and then timeout before the throw-in by the Titans. 3-second timeout. Minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. 18-10 the score here. The Tight Coliseum. Maya Thomas to Rojas. Rojas gets blocked. And the Timberwolves up the court. Passes out to Kate Scramstad. Scram for three. Maya Thomas. The foul and the basket. Foul's gonna be on Ashley Hill. That's her first. Team's third. Calvarone checks back in for the Titans. Maya Thomas at the line shooting one for the Titans.
Checks back in for the Titans.
Megan Still gets the rebound. Megan Still gets the ball back from Thomas. Maya for three. Rims off. Rebound, Megan. Megan from the other side. Can't get that one. Rebound, Wolves. Jump ball possession goes to the Titans. Gilsdorf takes it. Gilsdorf takes it herself for the lay-in. Megan's still on the foul. Her second. Kelly O'Malley checks in for the Titans, replacing Megan Still. You have not seen Amanda Toby yet, but I'm pretty sure Greg Shilley will put her in the game here soon. And there's a alley-oop to Ashley Hill. Kind of like a toss-up. Gilmore. And a block is called on Ashley Hill. That is her second. Gilsdorf at the line to shoot two for the Titans. Briggs and Foster returns for the Titans. And that's the end of the first quarter. Titans 23, Timberwolves 15. It'll be Timberwolves start the second quarter. Maya Thomas, Megan Fossen, Megan Briggs, Kylie Gilsdorf, and Kylie O'Malley on the court for the Titans. And for the Timberwolves, Braun Chor for the
So Mallory cannot do Tuesday. Her boss won't give her the night off.
Okay.
Could you actually be here? Like, you know, obviously if you do book, you have to start setting up and everything.
Right.
So for 7 o'clock game, I'm thinking like what? Could you do it at 6:15?
Yeah,
And then is there still a bus to get you home?
I think so. Yeah.
Because you're doing this for free, you're volunteering.
Yeah.
You prove yourself worthy. It's $25.
Okay.
Problem is, if Cameron finds out, he's gonna flip.
I won't tell him, but
Okay.
I won't. If he
Because just say I can't do this.